Hola, ¿cómo está Las Vegas? And welcome to Pace the Tribune with the legendary Rolando Morales. It is a terrific Tuesday in Las Vegas, and we're so proud to be Americans today. We are at the wonderful Radio Tribune facilities in downtown, 717 South 9th Street, right off the corner of 9th and Charleston in Las Vegas. And Rolando, how you feeling today?
I feel good. I feel happy. I feel restful. I feel, I don't know, everything is good today for a change. It was a very good show yesterday with Michael McDonald.
Yes, it was.
I had a couple of people calling me and told me that they enjoy it. You know, I don't know why everybody think I'm always fighting Michael McDonald when it's not true, you know. I thought you don't like Michael McDonald. Yeah, I never say that. I always like him, but when he do something that need to be corrected, we have to correct it.
That's right.
You know, friendship is one thing, and business is another. You know,
I like him. Seems like a good guy.
he's always been a very good guy. He went through a hard time when his parents died. They died, I think, a year apart, so it was, what was that? A doorbell?
It was probably your father over there.
Can you see what it is? Because I hear that beep all the time, I don't know what it is. I hate to depend on her for everything, you know? So,
Yeah, it was hard. I didn't know that. He was holding back his emotions when you were talking about his parents. He loved his parents a lot. He must have been really close with them.
yeah, he was a good son. His sister is great too. I forgot to ask her about his sister. She's a fantastic lady too. And his wife Jo is a good, a strong base for him. She did take care of the parents, and she do a lot of things to make him stronger, you know. And she don't. I think she doesn't look eye to eye with me, but you know me. I don't care if they are my friends or not. When people do something good, I don't mind recognizing that that's it. I mean, we don't have a producer ways, you know. Oh, she's sitting in your desk.
It's John.
No, that's John desk over here. John told me that you throw her out of that desk. I thought you don't throw her out.
I did throw her out. You know, it's amazing though that he admitted. I mean, you know, you always talk about it. Michael admitted how fractured the Republican Party is in the state. You know, it's like they can't agree on it.
It is. I always said that. And I think it's nationwide. In my opinion,
Yeah.
look at this McCain. He's bragging and laughing about he's the one that destroyed the votes that they needed.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And I think it's about time, and that's why I said Donald Trump should get his own party. Forget about anything else. The Trump party. I like the
I like the All-American Party.
All-American party. I like that
I
name.
like that. I know. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how fractured.
Maybe we can use the only American party.
Only American Party. There you go. There you go. Yeah, you can see the frustration when he was sitting here on his face yesterday with the fracture in the Republican Party, and that had to make it easy for Harry Reid to do what he's done in the state for all these years. because the Republicans aren't together. And he said it's not that the Democrats are all together, but when it comes time to vote and it comes time to do stuff, they all get rank and file behind Harry Reid.
Yeah, it is true.
Yeah.
It is true. You cannot deny something that is a fact. You know.
But he's a good leader. He's crazy, but he's a good leader. He is. You got to give him that, Harry Reid. When you can get the party together like that, even though there are differences, he's a strong leader. I think the Republicans need somebody like that in this state. We don't have that. I wonder why. I like Michael. How come he doesn't run for something, Washington, besides being the chairman? I could see him running for political office.
Well, I think he got more open space by being the chairman of the party. He can go here, go there.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I thought he was going to run for governor, but you see what he said.
Yeah.
He's not going to go against Adam Laxon, you know, which is a very good, and I think he's working on it. He's working more up north. He's already known here, and he's already hated over here. So a lot of people cannot take the fact that he has gone through the whole road, and they can accuse him of anything, but proven is a different story. You know, and I wrote one time I wrote an article that I said whatever he do, the alphabet should already have checked that out. And believe me, as much as the feds wanted to get their hands on him, he is being very, very, I call him honest, but some people call him careful. You know, like when he was working for Michael Gallardi as a consultant, every penny that he made with Michael Gallardi, it was accounted to. Everything. They could not, and it was reported. Not only accounted, but he was also reported. They cannot touch him, you know, with anything. Then I think he's very smart. I think he's a very smart guy. And it doesn't mean that I have to agree with him all the time. Chris, you know how I am. I love to disagree with him. I love to disagree, even though the executive producer doesn't think that I disagree with too many people, but she thinks I need to be a little more strong and more suspicious of people, you know. I need to be more, what do you call that? Why is this thing old? I don't know, it looks like it's been there forever. What do you call the paranoid? See, I think I need to be more paranoid, you know. But I'm a very trustful person. I'm a very nice person. I like everybody. I like everybody to like me. Sometimes when you express your opinion, people don't like that. That's right. I'm a very opinionated person.
Yes. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing is wrong with that.
Man, it was amazing to hear some of his stories, though. You know, it's weird to sit next to somebody that's been that close to Donald Trump. You know, that was a weird thing. And to hear him tell how Donald Trump keeps his word and how he showed up and put his own fundraisers off to show up, that's amazing. That's why you voted for him. That's why you liked him, because he's a man of his word. He showed up.
But you know,
overtime.
It doesn't surprise me. That's the way I picture him. loyal, keep his word, and maybe that is a mistake. Maybe that is one of his downfalls. Because he should have never kept coming on the payroll.
Yeah.
And you see, indirectly he agreed with me about my pension.
Yes, you did.
A little bit, you know.
You didn't want to say it, but
No.
yeah. Yeah.
But also, it could be that it's true that it was a strategy in case it was going to go out of proportion or something.
Yeah.
You know, it could be.
Yeah.
And I don't expect people that are in that higher level to speak up all the time, because I believe that it needs to be some kind of drawing line in what the public should know and what the public should not know. I believe in that, you know, and especially with somebody like him, then it might be mingled with those people, but it's not really into that level of power, you know. The less he talks, the better off he is.
Yes.
That's the way I felt. But
Well, I've given my opinion on that, and I'm gonna save some of it for my show today. I don't want to give away too much, but I don't trust any of them, and I'm gonna say it on my show. And that's the good thing about this radio station, is that you can have your own opinion. And I know people. I usually am not paranoid. In this situation, I am. I've been in this situation before, where I felt like there were people that I could trust, and I'm telling you, it always turns out to be people sometimes that are very close to you. And I think that he's learning. I don't trust Mike Pence as far as I can see.
oh, I mentioned that.
I don't.
I
I don't.
the Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
All
agreed.
right.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
agreed.
This guy's having fundraisers. He's having fundraisers, boss. He's having super PAC fundraisers. That's the big money. That's when you run for president behind Donald Trump. I don't
Who?
trust Pence.
Pence?
Pence.
Really?
Yes. I don't trust that.
Who said that?
It's been on the news. When you get a chance,
Yeah, but who?
Did you look that up?
Who?
I mean, it's
CNN?
So it's Fox. He did have the fundraisers. He went to Iowa and he had fundraisers. Super PAC fundraisers. That's when you're planning a run for president. That's not when you're fundraising for your boss, or when you have a super PAC. Those are the guys that give you tens of millions of dollars for a presidential run. And look up Mike Pence. His fundraisers. He went to Iowa. He's had fundraisers recently, but they're talking about this guy is raising money for a potential 2020 run in case something happens with Donald Trump. I was like, are you serious? And he's trying to, this is just, we're raising money for
What's his first name again?
Mike Pence, the vice president. Just look up, has he had fundraisers?
I told you.
Something like that. I don't trust these
I
dudes,
told you.
man. I don't
I told
trust
you.
them. Yeah.
He disappeared for
Yes,
4 days
yes.
or 5 days when that Billy Boy thing
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah.
He is, it's dangerous. Politics is a dangerous, and Paul Ryan,
Yes.
Mike Pence,
Yes.
Jim Comey,
Yes.
all those people.
$5,000 per person fundraiser with GOP leaders for his new PAC, for his new PAC.
Yes.
Vice President Mike Pence is hosting a fundraiser for his recently formed Political Action Committee later this month, alongside congressional GOP leaders. Politico is reporting. Attendants will pay $5,000 a piece for tickets to the reception, which will feature appearances from Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, House Speaker Paul Ryan, and House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy. More than 100 other members of Congress will attend the fundraiser, according to the Washington Examiner. Pence raised eyebrows in May when he launched the Great American Committee, PAC, a move some observers suspected could be aimed at promoting a future presidential bid while President Donald Trump is mired in controversy. Previous vice presidents have held fundraisers for presidential re-election campaigns and for their party political road, but usually don't form PACs of their own early into their term. Pence will use the money the PAC collects to cover travel and campaign costs, and he can also channel money to Republican candidates in the 2018 midterm elections. Some in the media have suggested that the PAC formation has other motives. Nick Ayers, who helped launch the PAC, told Business Insider in May, "They are wrong."
Yeah, of course. Yeah, this dude.
See,
I'm telling you.
call me paranoid.
Yeah.
Is he already he's already gonna start campaigning right now for the next
They
president?
say in Iowa he raised $20 million in a super PAC. And they said,
But he wasn't running for president last time, is
no. No. But they said that this is what they've been saying. They said that him and Paul Ryan and the Republican Party, they got together and they said, this is what we're going to do. Because we think Trump, we're going to get him out of there, and we're going to start funneling money your way. What we want you to do is the money that we funnel to you, you funnel to the people that we want to run for office. So they're making deals right now. Basically, we're going to support you, and you support the candidates. So the super PAC money's going to him, his own organization, and he's paying.
He might be able to win. You know why? This is why I say this.
dude
Because
is
when he was
bad.
speaking on Donald Trump's behalf on that debate, and right after Donald Trump's bad debate.
Oh, I remember that.
Okay, I said, it was in my head, that he looks like a good president.
I remember she said.
That's what was in my head when he was speaking on Donald Trump's behalf, because he was more composed, and you know what I mean, what people expect. I think I would rather have Donald Trump, though, because he's the only one that's going to shake things up.
Of course.
I mean,
Of course.
that's my opinion
Of
anyway.
course. Of course. Donald Trump is a better president. He's better for the country. But
If they would let him do anything.
dude. I don't trust that
They're
dude.
not
I'm
letting
telling
him do
you, I know you believe it's bugs, boss, and I'm not saying that it's not. I think it's both. I think they have leaks, I think they have bugs, and I think they have people. But they are, the reason I just have a hard time believing sometimes it's bugs, because he literally, Donald Trump, will tweet, "I just had a conversation with Paul Ryan and it's already in the Washington Post." How is that possible? This dude is getting on the phone as soon as he leaves out the office and saying, "This is what me and the president talked about." I mean, it's horrible. And he's still getting things done.
Yeah, and the economy is way up. The economy is way up. It hasn't been like that in 17 years, according to the experts.
If you could fire a vice president, I would fire him. I swear I would. I'd fire him. I'd fire Mueller. I'd fire all of them. I'd fire the son-in-law. I'd fire everyone because I think they're all leaking. I think all of them have gotten together, and I don't trust none of them. I never have. I don't trust. I've been saying that. I don't trust anybody in that White House. I would fire everybody. I would send a message. If you come in here and you're leaking and you talk about what we talk about in private, everybody can get fired. There are no exceptions. Everybody can go. And like you said, he should have fired Comey.
Isn't that treason? Isn't that treason if he's leaking?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely it is. It's treason.
It is?
Yes, absolutely. It's a federal offense. It's treason. It's punishable by, I forget
Why
how to
can't you
define it.
fire him?
You know what I will do is, I'm sure he thought about that already. I would go ahead and give Paul Ryan a secret. And I will give Mike Pence a secret.
That's right.
Separate from the one from Paul Ryan, and see what hit the newspapers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Comey is out, so we don't have to worry about Comey anymore, thank God.
Yeah.
You know, the guy. And then Mueller, I don't know about.
I don't like him because he was friends with Kobe.
I tell you one thing, I don't want to be in Donald Trump's shoes.
No, boss. He called it a swamp.
I will have a heart attack. I will be so pissed.
Yeah, you will.
I will be, because it's something that really bothers me is the disloyalty, betrayals, all those things that in my era, men don't do those things. You don't do that stuff. Only the low-class criminal scum will do something like that. That's why the snitches exist. Snitches exist because they don't snitch because they want something better for the community. But are we paying her by the hour or are we paying her by the month? What did she say?
Oh, no, she good.
And
It's incredible. Can you imagine working? He's sitting in the office right now, and every person that comes through that door, you gotta just be like, what the? I mean,
I wonder how was he when he was in business. And I know what you're gonna tell me. It's a different to be in business than be the president. Blah, 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 blah. I know, but I believe these people that are getting close to him, I think that maybe they think he's a fool. Maybe they think that he is being manipulated, because I cannot believe, and I tell you everything I have said is coming out. Everything. I told you that too many family members.
yes, it did.
You know, people that put the family members in their business normally don't work too good.
Yeah.
I think Bob Kennedy and John Kennedy work because the way the government work is the Attorney General. That's what he was, right? He was Attorney.
Bobby.
Yeah, and don't really communicate with the president that much. But it had to be somebody that the president trusts.
Yes.
You know, and I believe this Attorney General had the wrong idea. This one might work. Sessions. Because he's not crazy about Donald Trump.
Okay.
And he's gonna prove that he can do the job regardless of anything.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's why it worked. What was the other one? Did he fire?
Coleman.
Coleman. No.
Ras Priebus.
No. Attorney General. What other cabinet was in trouble? Secretary of State has been there since day one.
Yeah, Tillerson.
He's doing a good job.
Yes, he is.
And
when he fired Priebus, he fired Comey.
I don't think he
Sean
fired
Spicer.
Priebus.
Spicer's gone.
I think Kelly fired.
Kelly.
No, Kelly fired.
No, what's the name fired Priebus? The guy that was there for a week.
Yeah.
What's his name? The Italian guy.
Anthony Cusciumini.
No, yeah.
Cusciumini?
Scaramucci.
Scaramucci. Scared the hell out of me. Scaramucci. Mucho scared.
Yeah, I think that, and and this was just my fear, is that he thinks like you think, that politics and business are separate. They should be separate, but they're not. And all of those people in the swamp, all of those politicians that have been getting paid by lobbyists for years, when you say I'm coming to Washington, D.C. to drain those people and to stop them from lobbying for 5 years, you're talking about people's money. And so that was my only worry. I love Donald Trump. I think he's a great man. I think he doesn't have to do this. He could have lived comfortably for the rest of his life as a billionaire, has a beautiful wife and family, and he's doing this because of his love of country. But when you start talking about affecting people's money that has been making that money like John McCain for years and years and years, I knew he was in for a battle. I knew, and at least if you're going to come to Washington, D.C. and do that, if you're going to win that battle with powerful politicians, you better have people on your side. You can't go in there slinging guns by yourself. You better have, he was like the Magnificent Seven, you better have at least 5 or 6 people that's got your back. And he does it. He's doing this alone by himself.
Yeah.
He's in a fight for his life.
Because I tell you the truth, as much as I like her, I don't even think his wife is helping. She's so disgusted with the idea of being the first lady. That she's not, don't talk to me about that, And she can be a spoiled, beautiful woman, and if nothing worse than a spoiled, young, beautiful woman.
Yes.
They know what they are. They know who they are.
Yes.
Definitely.
She was a supermodel, so she's used to being the center of attention. Now it's got
And now she's
around. She's not. She's not the center of attention anymore, boss. Yeah. It's
But I think she should be.
Yeah.
She's the first lady of the country. We don't have a first lady like that since Jacqueline Kennedy.
Yes.
I mean, let's be realistic. I'm not a Kennedy fan, but that was the last of the very well couple. The last, then what?
Yeah. What would you do right now? You're Donald Trump. You sit in the White House. You got all this stuff going on around you.
Well, first of all, like I said, I will tell every one of those people the secrets and see which one shows up in a real bad secret, real bad. Something that I can prove.
Yeah.
Something that I can prove that it was not true. Okay, like I don't know, I got a rash under my arm or something. I don't have any rash. I don't know where he got that idea. I mentioned it so and so,
Right.
and he went straight to the newspaper. Or who knows,
Yeah.
I got this horrible cough. I don't know if I have what do you call that illness that is hanging around now? There's a teacher that had that illness and gave it to the students.
Oh, wow.
And she died of that thing. And it's in the paper today.
Oh,
It's in the paper today. I forgot what the name of the stupid illness is. When you're sick, stay home.
Stay home.
You're not that important. You are not that much needed in any job.
She gave it to the student.
Yeah.
Wow.
I forgot the name of the.
It's not mono, is it?
No. It's something that used to be very normal in every country years ago, but it's been gone.
Wow.
It's been gone for. I can't remember.
Yeah.
The lady, her name is Maria Alvarez. She was a teacher. I guess she wants to be more dedicated than anybody else, and she went to work with that illness, and she gave it to the students. And now she died, and the two people that went out of the country with her went back to their country, whatever country that is. And so now they cannot find those people. They cannot see how many people they contacted. The family disappeared. They have no way to contact the family to see if there's any more people in the family that have the same illness. And I don't know. It's very much complicated.
And all those students are danger at risk, so she
Yeah.
can come to work.
And she died already, so they could not talk to her yet.
Yes, it's amazing that, like you said, I mean, he's gotta do something. He's gotta take charge of the situation. And I'm telling you, I was just watching. I was flipping around the other night. I was watching CNN and MSNBC and even Fox, and I am worried for his safety. I really am, boss. I swear, man. I know you said that at the beginning months ago when he was running and it looked like he was going to win, and then when he won. But I am now. I really am. I'm afraid for his safety because he's a fighter.
Yeah.
He will not quit. He's not going to back down. He's not going to quit. He's not going to quit on the American people. He promised them, and he's not going to back down. If they can't back him down, if they can't get him out of office, I fear for him. I fear for him, man. I do. I hope that he has loyal security and loyal Secret Service. Because like you said, you remember that one girl that said she couldn't serve him or whatever. Didn't somebody quit the security or the Secret Service? Said that they didn't want to serve him or something like that. So I just hope he has loyal people around him. I really do. I really do.
I think what he needs to do is to
And I don't like.
bring me over there and let me take charge of that.
That's right. He needs somebody like you. Even Michael McDonald, he needs somebody like that. He does. Some loyal people. He does.
I don't need a salary. I don't need anything. All I need is a free hand to do what I need to do. And I believe me, I will get to the bottom of it.
Heads will roll.
I will.
That's right. That's right, boss. Heads will. They need to. He needs to clean that place out. And of all those Obama holdovers, they would be the first to go. If they work with Obama and they work for Obama, he'd be fired. He'd be gone. Trust me, if Hillary won and Trump was president, anybody that supported Trump, she would get rid of him. I think he should have did that day one instead of trying to work with these people, because that's what he tried to do. He tried to work with them, and it was a mistake. He should have fired all of them.
I would be in Michael Corleone.
That's right.
Remember when he told that Puerto Rican husband of his sister, would I do any harm to my sister's husband? Of course no, I'm not going to do it. They are going to do it. Take it away. That's what they need to do. Somebody like that. Some Michael Corleone, they can go over there and clean that white out. Make it white for real. Make it white for real. And I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about peaceful white for peace.
That's right.
The white flag. That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. The Clintons do it. You just commit suicide. If you go against them,
Yeah.
you just shoot yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, I bring Bill Clinton. Well, before I bring Bill Clinton, I will bring her because she's worse than him. I think she's more evil than him.
Oh, yeah.
That's my
Yes.
personal opinion.
Yes.
No, the radio station,
Yes.
nobody else. My personal opinion. I think Hillary Clinton is more evil than Bill
I
Clinton.
back her on that. I believe that too.
I
I
do.
believe that too.
She's a very frustrated. This is the way I treat her. She's frustrated because she's ugly, she's short, she's not attractive. Her husband is like, what would I get? How can I explain that? he follow woman anywhere. He see one and run over there. He see the other and run over there. He's a slut. He is a complete male slut. And she cannot control him. No, then I think she wanted to control. I think she wanted to have the cake and eat it too. I believe that she wanted to have a good-looking girl next to her.
Yes.
And her husband cannot touch her.
Yes.
Because she gets jealous.
Yes.
And that's what it is. You know, simple as that. They are a very sick couple.
Yes, they are.
Very sick couple. I don't think that all the pervert ideas they have, they wanted to do it individually, because if they do it together, they cannot handle it.
That's right. That's right.
I tell you, I tell my girlfriend, I said, the day you leave me, I want to be with a lesbian.
Why?
You see, why? Because she's gonna bring all the girls to the house. You know, I mean, a good-looking lesbian is gonna bring good-looking girls.
Right.
And all I gotta do is put a big mirror in her bedroom, and I go to my bedroom and I sit there like a king watching how they do this stuff. You know, I don't even want to touch. I don't even want to I just want to watch. You know, and I don't think that is the case with Bill Clinton. I think he likes to participate. You know, but I'm too tired to participate, so that's in my favor. Oh God. Yeah.
That's right.
But you know, like the guy the other day, I was watching one of those soap opera, not soap opera, one of those television court dramas.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy told the judge, can you imagine how I feel when I know that she went out with another woman? How do you think it made me feel?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me tell you something, Chris. And this is a good day to kind of move away from politics. That's why I'm kind of if a woman is going to cheat on me, I'd rather have her cheat me with a woman than with a man.
Wow.
Because I'm going to, yeah, you know why? Because the man has the same tools than I have.
Yeah.
How do it make me feel?
Yeah.
Then somebody with the same tools than I have
Yeah.
can do a better job than me. I cannot compete with a woman. A woman is going to make love to another woman in a better way than a man can. Because they know all the little details. They know where the right place to touch at the right time to touch.
Right. That's true.
So, why would I want my girl, my wife, my woman, whatever she is in my life?
But if they cheated with a man, it might just be to have somebody different, but they wouldn't leave you. I think if she went with a woman, doesn't that mean she wants something totally different from you?
Oh yeah, oh definitely. Definitely. And I guarantee you that a woman that tries a woman will not go back to that man.
You're absolutely right.
I guarantee you that.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
You know, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
I have a friend. I had a friend that wanted to party. He got a mistress, and he wanted to party with his mistress and brought another girl.
Mm-hmm.
And the mistress told him, the day I leave you, it's not gonna be because another man, I'm gonna leave you for her. And she did. She left the guy that kept her very comfortable, very, very into luxury and everything because the guy was wealthy. And she left him to go with a woman that he brought into the bed.
Wow.
And look at every TV show and every time you do a threesome,
Yeah.
the guy loses.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's why you don't see pimps making that mistake.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
People think a pimp, oh, look how lucky he got 3 girls living with him. Oh my God.
He doesn't
this
have them
is-
together.
Huh?
You don't put them together.
No.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll fall in love with each other. They will. Then they don't need him. What
Yeah.
do they need him for? They don't need him, boss. You're right.
Well, most of those girls are with those guys because they're afraid.
Yeah.
It's just a manipulation type of thing. You know, it's not. But so we're gonna need to start working on Mike Pence now, right?
Yes.
We need to start
We do.
open the eyes.
Yes.
People, if we can tell the people, if he betrayed the guy who brought him to life,
Yes.
he was a deadbeat in Indiana
That's right.
doing nothing,
That's
and
right.
this guy put him in.
That's right.
What do you think he's gonna do to the nation?
That's right.
What do you think he's gonna be doing to the citizens of this great nation? This guy, we know already he's a snake. So I don't think people will like that.
What do you think I'm worried
Can
about?
he fire the vice president?
I don't believe so.
Huh?
I don't think so.
No? Why? It's not elected. It's not an elected position.
I'll have to look that up.
If he can fire the FBI director, why not? People debating on if he can fire the attorney general or not, but nobody ever.
I don't know if they can, if he can, because he was voted in on the ticket. So I don't think he can fire him. I think he would almost have to be impeached or something himself, or commit treason or something like that. I don't think he can fire the vice president. I don't think so.
Huh.
I don't think he can.
And I think that would be the first time in the history of the United States that the vice president is fired. Leave it to Donald Trump.
Yeah, I don't trust Pence. I don't trust Ryan. I think they're both from the Midwest. They're from neighboring states.
And they're friends. They said
I
that.
don't trust
The only reason Ryan is still there is because Mike Pence. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I don't trust that dude. I just don't, man. I just don't. I think that they want Washington to go back to business as normal. That's what I think they want. I think they want the lobbyists back. They want to go back to cutting deals behind closed doors. They just want things to go. And that's why a lot of people wanted Hillary, because they knew things would continue business as normal. And I think they think with Mike Pence, things would get back to normal in their mind. I think if they felt like if they had Pence in there or Paul Ryan as president, things would get back to normal. And I think that that's what they want. I think the John McCains of the world and all the Republicans and Democrats, they just want things to go back to the way they would take Barack Obama over Donald Trump. I really do believe that. I think that they would I think they would do business with Barack Obama over Donald Trump. I really do. I mean, why didn't they? What happened to repealing and replacing Obamacare? 7 years, that's all they talked about. And now they got the opportunity. They're not doing anything. Because I really don't think they want to repeal or replace it. I don't. I think they agree with a lot, more with Barack Obama than they do with Donald Trump. I think all of them are socialists, the Republicans and the Democrats. I think all of them want the country to be a socialist country. I really do. I think Donald Trump saw that, and that's what made him run for president. He did not want the United States to turn into Cuba or Venezuela. But that's where we're headed. Free everything. Take care of you from cradle to grave, vote for us, let all the illegals in, and they don't care. I think they've sold us out. I really do. I think they've sold us out, and Donald Trump saw it. And he really saw how little everybody thinks of America because he travels all over the world. And like you always say, it used to be when you went out of the country, oh, you're an American. Oh, it's not like that no more. No. It's almost dangerous to be an American.
It is.
It's almost dangerous. So I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. I pray for him every day. That's why I always say I end every show with Godspeed to him because I hope God looks out for him. And one thing I know, God can defeat all of these people. So I hope that, I know Donald Trump is a Christian man. I know he's a praying man. I know that's why he won. And I just hope God protects him while he's in office because he's got a bunch of snakes around him.
If he
does.
If he is what he said he is, if he is looking out for the better of this country, I will ask the good Lord to protect him and make sure that he's there for him.
Yeah.
Because to give him the wisdom to see who is who next to him.
Yes, sir.
You know, and to use, even if he asks his children for advice, do it inside the private and don't put them in a position where they have to make decisions or anything like that because it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good. It becomes what do you call that when it's all family?
Mm-hmm. Are you talking about nepotism?
Nepotism. Yeah. I believe that they need to be
So Tarkanian is going to challenge Senator Dean Heller in the GOP primary. Republican
I don't know which one is worse.
Republican Danny Tarkanian, a prominent Las Vegas businessman, announced Tuesday he is mounting a primary challenge to Nevada Senator Dean Heller, considered one of the Senate's most vulnerable Republicans in 2018. The bid by Tarkanian, 55, who aligns himself with President Donald Trump, makes good on conservatives' threat to challenge incumbents they blame for hurting their year-long quest to dismantle the Obama-era health care law. What do you think about Danny Tarkanian? Do you think he has any chance to beat Dean Heller in a primary?
I don't think he would be any good. No. Let me tell you why I don't think he'd be good. First of all, the people that are in favor of Donald Trump and are going to find somebody to run against Dean Heller because he didn't do the job that he needed to do when it was needed to. Are the ones that gonna put the money for Tarkanian to run, so he be owned by those people. Tarkanian never had a chance to win in anything. He's always leave. I got him here in my radio show, and I can tell that his wife Amy and his mother manipulate his life. He's not. I wouldn't even bother talking to him. I wouldn't even bother to invite him to do this show, and definitely I would not support him. He run about 17 times already, and he never wins. He running in his father's name.
Yeah.
Everybody, Tarkanian. People forget that Tarkanian also gave Nevada a black eye by doing stuff with the players of the rebels, then he wasn't supposed to be doing it. You know, you got a bunch of black guys sitting in the jacuzzi and he's there with them. And I think these people sometimes they get to be so involved in their own lives and their own thing. They think they are untouchable. And they get to the point they disrespect and insult the intelligence of the human beings that are around him or her, and I don't think that Kenya is a good candidate to run the. I don't think so.
Do you think he'd give Dean Heller a fight though for the primary, the GOP primary?
No.
I
I don't. But what do I know, right? I don't know anything. But no, I believe that. I tell you, his wife Amy is better candidate than he is.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, she's a tiger. She's a tiger, believe me, and she can play dirty more than he can. He plays dirty because he's weak. He's a wimp. But, and that is my personal opinion. And as long as I live in this wonderful country, I have the right to my opinion.
It's a little story, probably the last story today, but they're talking about Paul Ryan, what we were just talking about. It says back home, Speaker Ryan can't escape questions about GOP. With a dysfunctional Congress on recess, House Speaker Paul Ryan has turned his focus back home, touring flood-damaged areas and visiting local businessmen in Wisconsin. But he can't escape the question about why Republicans in charge of Washington aren't delivering. And though he won re-election easily for years, Ryan faces the prospect of challenges from the left and right, and an energized Democratic base in next year's midterm elections. We have a majority in the House and Senate, and it feels like nothing's getting done, 32-year-old James Huxley said just before Ryan recently toured his workplace. Sensing the angst, Ryan has been much more visible in the southeast Wisconsin district as Republicans failed to deliver on their year-long promise to scrap the health care law, and new polling numbers show the speaker is less than popular among Republicans in Wisconsin than President Donald Trump won Wisconsin by less than a percentage point, but he carried Ryan's district by 10 points. You think Ryan could be in trouble?
Well, he was in trouble once, remember?
Yes.
He could not, I don't know who saved him, but he was running and he was not, he didn't win with too much margin. I don't remember how much the margin was, but nothing can be more damaging for a human being, regardless of what it is, that when they think they are above everybody else, when they think they are God gift to the world. And this Ryan guy looks so arrogant, then he thinks he is the Almighty, right. And nothing is worse than that, nothing. Because when you come back to reality, it's because you're gone. That's people right. Didn't vote for you.
That's right. Absolutely. Yeah, it's weird that the president carried his district and carried Wisconsin. He's more popular than Paul Ryan is in his own state. So let's hope that, we always say that these people are made accountable. All of these lazy Republicans that are doing nothing in Congress and in the state of Nevada, that they are held accountable in the midterms next year. Let's vote them out of office. If they did not help Donald Trump, and we had an opportunity to repeal and replace Obamacare and pass tax laws, and they sit there and do nothing, let's remember their names. Let's vote them out of office. What do Beyonce was.
McCain
McCain.
is
Yes.
one of those.
Yes. Time for
He's
him to
been
go.
there for so long.
Yes.
He can walk from Phoenix, Arizona to the Capitol Hill and with the eyes closed,
That's right.
and he know how to get there
That's right.
because that's all he done.
That's right.
That's all he done.
That's right.
It's time for McCain to retire.
Thank you.
He is not looking for the best interest of the nation. He is looking to retaliate against Donald Trump
That's right.
because Donald Trump told him that he was not a hero.
That's right.
You
That's
know?
right. And Harry Reid, you retired too, please.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching today. What a show. Thank you so much for watching Face the Tribune. It'll be up on YouTube in a couple of hours. God bless America. God bless our troops. And Godspeed to our President, Donald Trump. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, we're